Guys, welcome back to another daily vlog. I'm going to call this vlog Storytime 1 because it's very different to the others. It's basically about the worst 48 hours I have ever experienced, especially while traveling. I got robbed, all of my stuff, cards, drone, camera, all camera equipment, everything. Had nothing. Ended up sleeping in trash, sitting in a police station for hours, and I'm totally screwed. Here's the story. I'm going to try and tell it in 5 parts so that I don't just ramble or forget anything. So without further ado, let's get into this one. When I got on the bus, I fell asleep. I think I was on the bus for maybe 10 minutes. Kind of fell asleep, drifting into a sleep, you know. I get a call from the bus announcer and everybody's getting off the bus. So we all get off the bus and switch on to another bus. So I remember walking, going to the other bus, getting on the other bus. And as I got on the other bus, everybody was kind of standing up. My bed, which was the second bed in, was just free. So I just hopped up onto it, lay down, and I think I was asleep immediately, you know. I could just kind of hear people getting off the bus. I wake up a few hours later, maybe 4 hours later, and the bag is missing. I start panicking, searching around the bed, you know. Bag is gone. Alright, so at this point I am lying in bed, looking up at the ceiling in shock, thinking, it's gone. You know, it's in India, it's gone. Even if I've left it at the bus stop, it's gone. And all these thoughts are going through my mind. Like, did I leave it at the shop when I went to get water? Did I leave it on the bus before I switched to the other bus? Did I just leave it on the floor? Did someone steal it off the bus? I don't know, I'm not sure enough. You know, I was in like a kind of hazy sleep when I switched buses, so I can't really confirm an answer. So that's just racing around my head all night on the bus. I then get to I get to Amritsar, and I'm lying on the floor on trash, basically, derelict car park where all the buses are. There's people having showers behind the bus and everything like that. I'm lying there for about 6 hours because I booked the very next bus back to Rishikesh. I'm like, if there's any chance of me getting this back, I need to just go straight back. So I just lie there for 6-7 hours in the peltering hot heat. It's like 35 degrees. People coming up to me asking like if I want money or trying to give me tea and stuff like that. So I waited there. Eventually the other bus came, jumped on. It was at 5 o'clock. At this point I'm rough. I've not eaten a thing. I've had like, you know, 2 little bottles of water. I'm starving, dehydrating by the minute. I get on the next bus, which I managed to book off my phone, luckily, through the app. Get on the next bus, ready for the next 11-hour trip. Just laying there in shock, thinking like, what is my plan here? Am I just gonna go there and ask? It's like a bus stop at the you know, highway with a couple of Maggie noodle shops around. Nobody speaks English, so I'm like, what the hell am I gonna do here? Didn't sleep a wink. Got to Rishikesh, so I get there at 6 in the morning and it's cold. I'm in shorts and a t-shirt, I'm fucking shivering. I went to a scooter rental place, and they have a little bed there. I was like, can I lie on this bed for a bit? You know, until there's like some police officers around or until I can figure out something. And I'm asking, I'm asking one of the shop owners that's open, I'm like, did I leave a bag here? He's like, no mate, of course not. I'm not even like concerned or fully understanding like the fucking panic that I'm in. So anyway, I find a little hut. It's like a hut. I push the door open and it's just a bed and like maybe an 8-inch screen TV monitor with a guy sleeping. And I wake him up, I go, hey, like I need to see the CCTV. And he's like, you know, what the fuck do you mean? Like looking at me offended at 6 in the morning. He says, no, you come back 10 o'clock. So I'm like, fuck, you know. So I come back at 10. I find another police officer when I'm outside. I'm just outside shivering, looking like a total junkie, you know. And then another police officer, big guy with a mustache, maybe had 10 words of English. I find a translator, spoke to him. He then takes me over to the hut maybe around 8 o'clock, gets the guy up, calls 2 of his other police buddies over, and then we start looking at the CCTV footage. Footage is so bad that I'm thinking we're not going to get anything out of this. You can see me kind of getting on the bus with the bag, but then you don't really see anything else. Thought I could see someone with it, and it's like, I don't think it's him, you know, and it's too hard to tell. So, and they're taking photos, like, I had like 4 police around me, they're all taking photos on their little smartphones, and I'm like, this is just pointless at this stage. We're not, you know, he's obviously, like, I've obviously gotten on the bus with the bag, so someone's took it off the bus. That has been stolen, you know. by that point I could confirm I haven't left it anywhere around or left it on the other bus or anything like that. So it's confirmed at that moment it is stolen. So then the police take me to the police station, and at this point I am basically just I am happy to go, look, let's just get a police report to claim the insurance and get something back. I've accepted my fate of all of that shit is gone and it's never coming back. The police station was the absolute worst. They made me sit right next to a guy who was in a cell, two guys that were in a cell. One of the guys had bleeding feet, hands on the handlebars, just talking to me in Hindi all the time, which I couldn't understand. In the police station for about 5 hours. At first they made me sign this piece of paper in my own handwriting saying, I have lost this, this and this. And I was like, okay, can someone give a police stamp or something official that I can use for insurance? Like, something I can actually use. And the guy just kept saying to me, 1 more hour, just 1 more hour, 1 more hour. And then he said something about intelligence coming. So I'm thinking, right, it's people that can speak English or something, you know what I mean? So I ended up sitting in the police station for 5 hours. So I turn to my right and out of nowhere, 2 police officers walk in the door and there's a guy in handcuffs, looking all sad, in between the middle of them, and one of the police officers is holding the drone, just giving me a big smile. I'm not gonna lie or try and play this down. I dropped to my knees like a girl and I was like, oh my God, you know, looking up at the sky, I couldn't believe it was real. I was like, this is a 1,000,000 to 1 chance. He's just walked in the door with this, you know? This is like 30 hours into my trauma and shock, and I'm like, there's just no way. He walks in the door with the suspect, puts the suspect in the fucking jail cell next to my buddy that I'd made. So he's in there, we're all smiling, laughing, joking, and then, so I'm like, I need to find out. So I phone up my friend and I get him to translate. So he gets on the phone, translates what happens. So it turns out what they did was they contacted the bus driver of the first bus I was on, the one that I switched from. Then they found out where he went. He went to a town like 4 hours away, called up the little CCTV booth at that bus station 4 hours away, got the camera guy to check the cameras, confirmed the guy that I thought it was with the white top, and he was holding something that looked like the drone bag. They managed to get CCTV footage of the guy's license plate. Like, they got into a car straight away, like an Uber, I'm assuming. It was him and 2 other guys. They get straight into an Uber, so they get the registration plate of the Uber. They managed to phone the taxi driver, find out where the taxi driver dropped them off, which was a hotel like close by. So then they get the police in that little town to go to his hotel. And apparently when they went to his hotel and got to his room, he had the bag on his bed, like the drone was out of the bag, probably Googling like how much he's gonna get for all this stuff, you know? So then they take him from there, just take him straight away in cuffs, bring him 2 hours towards Rishikesh, where the Rishikesh, my police take him, bring him back, and they just walk in the door with him. And I'm like, the level of investigation that they have went to locate my bag, and everything was in it. I think he took 1,000 cash out of it. He even had a little bit of weed in it, and the police officer was just laughing like, you're gonna need this. We then all took a bunch of selfies, some with the suspect in cuffs and me with a big smile, and all the police officers holding parts of the drone and looking all serious like it's a big drug bust or whatever. They didn't let me keep the photos of the prisoner in the selfie, like out of respect or something. But yeah, I think he's going to be in jail for like, I don't know, 2-3 years. But all I got to say is I kept hope. You know, I went through like 30 hours being on the bus, sitting in that car park with no money, sitting in the police station for 6 hours, no English, no one telling me anything, just being in the dark. And I kept a tiny bit of hope. And then I cannot describe the feeling to you when I just turned my head and the guy in handcuffs holding my bag. I was like, unbelievable. The Ultracan police force, Indian police force, whatever anyone wants to say about it, better than the police back home. If you reported a theft back home or something, the police wouldn't even go as far to, they'd write a little report and that'd be it. They wouldn't even chase it up. The lens, they treated this like a murder case for me and used all these leads and actually managed to get it back. So I got endless gratitude for that. I'm gonna stick some photos in here at the end, and I'm just unbelievably grateful. That was a traumatic experience. It was making me think I'm gonna book a flight from India to go home tomorrow. And am I fucked doing that now? So we keep going. I'm feeling blessed, lucky. It was a sign of something. You know, sometimes I'm super unlucky, and this one was incredibly lucky. So, big up Ultragan Police, absolutely saved my ass, and I'm gonna be extra careful from now on. So, cheers.